My friend Elizabeth emailed me on Monday asking me if I could help her out to figure out how to create one of these hair scrunchies. At first I looked at it and I'm thinking, well, the only way that I can create it will probably be with a crochet hook. Then I thought, last time I crocheted was about 20 years ago. Alright, not really. It was when I was pregnant with my son, so about 11 years ago. And I made him a little blanket with a crochet hook and some yarn. What you will need is some ruffle style yarn. I am using Starbella, a crochet hook. I am using a size D, and a hairband. Any hairband will probably work. Mine is made out of fabric with some elastic in it. Let's show you how to do it. You're gonna hear me say two terms during the presentation: under and over the hairband. When I mean under the hairband, you are going to put your crochet hook under the hairband, hook the working yarn, and then you're gonna come over the hairband so the crochet hook is over your hairband. Hook the working yarn, bring it through the hole that is already on the crochet hook, and then you're gonna come under the hairband. So you're gonna follow those two methods. One under, hook the working yarn, then over, hook the working yarn, then under, hook the working yarn, then over. Now let's show you with the yarn and how to create your scrunchie. First, open up the netting so that you have that solid band, almost solid band at the bottom, and then you want to be working with the holes that are at the very top. So grab your hairband, now hook, pass your crochet hook through one of the holes, and first I'm going to go under the hairband, then I'm going to go over and grab the next open hole and pass it through. I'm going to go under again, grab the next open hole, it's on my crochet hook, pass it through. Now go over, grab the next open hole, pass it through. Now I'm going to go under the hairband, grab the next hole, pass it through. Now over, next hole, pass it through. Now under, so you're going one under the hairband and one over the hairband. As you continue crocheting over and under, it will get fuller and fuller, and what you need to do is simply slide those stitches down on the hairband to form a fuller ruffle, and this will empty out the hairband so that you can continue hooking over and under. Here is going under again, get over the hairband, under the hairband, crochet hook over the hairband, crochet hook under, crochet hook over, crochet hook under, I am nearing the fullness that I want for my scrunchie, so I'm going to show you how to remove it. A couple more stitches to through the bottom. Hook it. Pass it through. One more through the top. Perfect. I have about 5 inches left of my yarn. I am going to simply pull on the last loop that my crochet hook has. I'm going to put my fingers through. I'm gonna pass the yarn tail through that loop. I'm gonna tug to form a nice tight knot, and I'm going to make a knot by simply making a loop, and through that loop passing the yarn tail, making the knot nice and tight, as close as possible to the scrunchie as I can. I'm gonna grab that tail end, and I'm simply going to weave it with my fingers through the scrunchie just to hide the ends. I'm just doing it through 3 stitches. Then I'm gonna cut that so it's about the same length as my ruffle on my scrunchie. It's about right there. I'm gonna go ahead and open up that netting so it matches the rest of the scrunchie. And here we have it. And they are hair scrunchies, and just like any other hair scrunchie, it's gonna be nice and elastic. They also look pretty cool on your wrist. Again, this was creating hair scrunchies with ruffled yarn and a hairband and your crochet hook. It is my hope that you have enjoyed this presentation, and I hope that you're able to create a few scrunchies, all of different colors to match your wardrobe. Again, thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.